Hey, hello and welcome back again to the Hyde Grooming Studio Art Stream. I'm your host, Hoy, illustrator, animator, graphic designer, and voice actor, and here we are again, going to be doing some more art streams as per usual. Yesterday was Kai's birthday, chat. It was Kai's birthday today, so I hope you definitely told her happy birthday. So, and you bonked me. Ched Bear's here too. Welcome, welcome. So let's go ahead and put on some tunes here while we're at it. Yep, it was her birthday. Well, no, it's not my birthday. It was Kai's birthday. My birthday's in December. Chat, my birthday is in December. Chat, want to point that out. It was Kai's birthday. Ah! Ah! Oh my god. If she's in the chat right now, I don't think she is. I don't see her in the chat, so I don't see her. But by the way, coming up next month, chat, we're going to be on April 4th. We're going to be over at the Otaku Smash Matsuri, located over in San Diego at the Handerly Hotel. So you have to be over there. Please stop by our booth and show your support. We just recently got in for ZotCon in UCI Irvine. Chat, we just got in. So we're going to be there too in May 2nd. So that's going to be fun times. Fun times, chat. Fun times. That's why we didn't do a stream yesterday or any of the other days. Or on Sunday. We didn't do a stream on Sunday either. So there's that for you. So let's go ahead and start working on some projects, chat. We were working on some projects. And I'm going to come back and work on some stuff here. But how's it going, Nathan? What's going on with you? What's new? What is going on with Nathan tonight? Nothing too majorative except what? What could that mean? They're not duplicating for me. They must be duplicating for you. But they're definitely not duplicating for me. As you can see right here behind me, they're not duplicating. So it sounds like more of a you problem rather than a me problem. Here it is, chat. We got our 25th page in here. Where Hoy gets bonked. Or not bump and get tackled by Kai. Still gonna add some shit on here. Finally, got a 3-stream streak here. Yes, congratulations, Ched Bear. What's going on with you, Ched Bear? What's new? I got 3 minutes worth of ads. Sorry, Hoy. It's alright. My ad is Timmy while I'm sitting outside a Timmy's. Oh, yeah? Accountability. Fuck off. Over from Kickland. Boom. Banned by default. But Chedber, you gotta tell me, what is Timmy's? Tell me all about this Timmy's. What is Timmy's? I need to know. Are you guys back from ads? No, not yet. We got like 17 seconds left on the roster. Coincidence? I think not. All right, so Ched Bear, tell me, what is Timmy's? Tell me about this Timmy's that you're sitting outside of Timmy's. Maybe Timmy's knows that you're at Timmy's. And also, welcome back, Nathan. Welcome back, not pause, Nathan. Are you planning on going to any furry conventions for the year 2026? Your ads are finished. What is Timmy's? I'm curious what this Timmy's place is. Oh, we gotta fix some other shit here. I didn't realize. There we go. Fixed it, chat. We fixed it. Goddamn. Ah, Tim Hortons. And you're sitting outside of a Tim Hortons? What are you doing? It sounds like, are you like at a mall? Is it an indoor or an outdoor mall? That's what I would like to know. Indoor or outdoor mall? Because Tim Hortons is a shoe store. I think... Chat, here's something controversial I'm going to say. I think Tim Horton boots are terrible. They're not great for hiking. They're just for fashion. Tim Horton boots, Tims are not that great. They hurt. Gasp. I know, they suck. They're not great for hiking, chat. They're not good hiking boots. Nor work boots whatsoever. Tim Hortons are not good work boots. They're shitty. Sorry to let you down on that. And then that way I can use that. I have never heard of Tim Hortons. I'm looking it up. And they do food. Oh, not that one I'm talking about. I'm talking about Canadian food. Oh, I've never been to Tim Hortons then. I've never been. I was thinking of the other brand. Tim's. They also do food. So what's your favorite Timberland? Yeah, you know, I was thinking of Timberland. I don't know why. I was confusing Tim Hortons with Timberland. Yeah. Yeah, Timberland's not a great brand for work boots. It's the case, so it's like, oh, I don't really like them all that much. Yeah, you're alright. Yeah, I was like, wait, Tim Hortons. I just started eating the best donut ever. Oh yeah? Where did you... Is this from Tim Hortons? Is this a Tim Hortons donut? What is it about Tim Hortons donuts do you like? Or is it from a different brand? There we go. Nope. What the fuck? Tim Hortons. So you're eating Tim Hortons donuts. If you had to compare to any other brand of donuts, or eat, what would you scale Tim Hortons donuts to be? Like 1 out of 10, or 1 out of 10 donuts. 10 meaning the best. I've done Dunkin' and I've done Krispy Kreme before. They're okay. They're okay. Like, how would you rate Tim Horton donuts? Do people say it? Are they like good donuts? There isn't much other places with donuts, really. In Canada, of all places, you think Canada would have a lot of donut places? It's a 9 out of 10. There we go. See, that effect looks really cool. I'm not in a big city like Toronto. I'm in a tiny town. I'm in a tiny town in open Canada, you see? I'm surrounded by trees and wildlife, and a guy who lives in a truck calls me uncle, despite I'm not even a relative of his. He once tried to invite me inside his truck, but I declined. Who's bonking me? Oh, it's you, Chad Bear. It was Chad Bear the whole time. Mmm. There we go. Boom. Actually, kind of, yeah, on the way to the store, I drive past a lot of cows, huh? Would you say that your town is a cow town? Hmm? One of them cow towns, huh? Would you say that? No, there's not a ton. It's just like 10, maybe. 10 old cows. That means someone's running a business over there with 10 cows. You think they can produce a lot of cheese for the town? Think they can do that? They can just go and just, milk a cow, all 10 of them, all at once. And then the wife comes in and be like, guess I have to, milk all these 10 cows early in the morning. There are 5 of them, so that way I can pasteurize my milk. And then, curdle all the cheese. And I can sell cheese at the farmer's market here in my little Canadian town. What's your least favorite karaoke song? Did you claim a karaoke? God, that's really hard to say. Uh-oh. That's really hard to say what my least favorite karaoke song is. That's a hard one. There's so many songs I go through. I think my least favorite karaoke song is probably, like, Rap God, because I had to say the N-word multiple times. And Rap God's, like, a really hard song to sing. So there's that. There's that for you. That doesn't include the N-word. Oh, that doesn't include the N-word. Wait, you said it? Yeah, I didn't like saying that, because I don't know, Rap God's done by Eminem, right? A white guy. And it just threw me off with him saying the N-word a lot, and I was like, what? Eminem. Yep. And it like, that song really threw, I was like, whoa. There we go. Eminem. Yeah, I don't like Rap God. I think any karaoke song that has like fast-paced rapping really fucks me like pretty hard on that one. Like that's where I get pretty screwed on that. But yeah, I enjoy doing karaoke now and then. I definitely did karaoke with Drake Magic and Stefan versus the World in person, and that was pretty fun. I enjoyed doing that. But we did it at a last time we did karaoke was we did it at this Korean place that does karaoke and stuff like that. Debating if I need to put like a darker gray on here. Oh, I think I just leave it as it is. But I need to do the same thing over here. But yeah, I'm trying to think what other songs. Yeah, anything that's fast-paced is usually my least favorite song. Or, like, obscure music that I never heard of. And so it's, like, it's hard for me to, like, do the tone of that part, because I never heard of that song before. Like, I do pretty good with songs that I, like, know. But what's your least favorite song, Ched Bear? When you do karaoke? And do you also do karaoke, mind you? What's your question, Nathan? What is your question? Have you heard of Mac Lethal? No, I have not. Tell me all about Mac Lethal. He's an insane rapper. His set record's 1,000 words in 2 minutes. Really? Did he beat Aesop Rock? Not to be confused with Aesop Rocky, but Aesop Rock. You go in the bad zone. Damn, I'm getting like people from like Kick and fucking you don't think so? You don't but you know who Aesop Rock is, right? From the album Impossible Kid. I saw him live. I saw Aesop Rock live, I mean. No, I have not heard of Aesop Rock. Oh, man, you're missing out. I definitely recommend checking him out. I should probably check out the other guy, Mac Lethal. Guys, what do you think of Gorillaz' new album that came out, The Mountain? What do you guys think of The Mountain from Gorillaz? Moo Cave and Sad God? Yes. The animated one. What do you guys think of it? Oh, you're gonna check it out now? It's pretty good. It's like 8 minutes long. Ched Bear, have you seen Gorillaz' new album, The Mountain? If anyone here is a fan of the Gorillaz. Let's see. So, yeah. Alright. We need to do the same thing for Kai over here. Or we'll just leave it white like that. I think I'm debating on doing it as a multiply and then do it on a gray. But what I want to do something like this. Yeah, and in that way that creates that effect. Is what I want. I think that's maybe a little bit too much. There we go. That's what we wanted. Perfect. Or maybe I don't like that. Yeah, I think that's why. Yeah, it's a little bit too much gray over there, so I was like, leave it like that. That one, it looks really good. All right, cool. Sorry, I was in a store, says Ched Bear. Ched Bear was at a store at Tim. Was it still Tim Hortons or wait, Ched Bear, are you at a mall? I know it's like Disney animation built different. Yes, yes. Which store are you at right now? Are you inside of a mall? Ched Bear, where are you at? Ched Bear is inside of an abandoned mall. What are the orange ball animals? Those are called coconut dragons, my friend. And I'm making a comic talking about coconut dragons. So you can see those little guys right here in the comic. And so I plan on doing plushes. These are prototype plushes that I have. I drove to a dollar store. But yeah, welcome, Blue Raz Spider-Woman. I'm your host, Hoy, illustrator, animator, graphic designer, and voice actor. And this is the Hyde Herbert Studio art stream. Welcome. I'm glad you do you like these little coconut dragons? Because coconut dragons are from an island called Kono Island. And coconut dragons can talk, but they can only say ko and no. But they love bonking to show their affection, and sometimes to show how strong they are. They like bonking to things because they're coconut shaped. They know how to fly and stuff like that, and they're close to the immortal jellyfish, if anything else. I'm 25 pages deep on this comic that I'm working on. Okay, so it's going to be cool. So, Ched Bear says that he drove to the dollar store. Aw, damn it, there's a man whizzing in the lake. Again, crazy. Well, I mean, that's just not any man, Nathan. You know who it is. You know which man that is. Oh, Hoy, you speak Dutch? No, I do not speak Dutch. I only know a little bit of Japanese, and I know a little bit of Spanish. But I am 100% very, very lingual in English. BRB. Hoy means hi in Dutch. Oh, really? Oh, well, I didn't know that. That's funny. I went with the name Hoy because it's a bastardization of my last name. So I just kind of cut it short. Because my last name is very long. Long last name. Ah, Bohemian Rhapsody. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do Bohemian Rhapsody. Absolutely. That's a classic. That is a classic. Alright, we can go ahead and do that. But yeah, tell them about yourself, Blue Raz Spider-Woman. What do you do? Are you an illustrator? Do you have a VTuber character, or what do you do? Ow! Ow. Alright, we'll do Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody then. We'll go and do that. Oh, you couldn't afford Autobonk yet? I draw tattoos, and I want to become an artist who does the tattoos on people. I see, I see. And how long have you been practicing to become a tattoo artist? His case. Here, let me go ahead and save this. I want to draw the tattoos on the people. So that way I can draw tattoo. Hey, people, you want tattoo? I'll give it to you. For a price. 88. Oh, an ad. Yeah. Ads. Yep. Alright. Bohemian. Your ads are done? Alright, give me like 30 seconds here. I'm at the... Let's go over to the research commentary zone, shall we? Pop. Alright, let me find you. There's the mic. Right there. Got the mic. It's here. Alright, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Alright, so Ched Bear has claimed for me to sing karaoke, which is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. So we're going to go ahead and do that, chat. Alright? Is chat ready for me to do some karaoke? Thanks. I'm back. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, 'cause I'm easy come, easy go, little high, little low. Anyway the wind blows doesn't really matter to me, to me. Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head, pull the trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, but now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as nothing really matters. Too late, my time has come. Sends shivers down my spine, body's aching all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, ooh, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. A boo. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Thunderbolt and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo, 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 Galileo Figaro, Magnifico. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Bismillah, we'll not let you go. Bismillah, we'll not let you go. We'll not let you go. Will you let you go? Let me go. Oh, no, 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 no. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Beelzebub has a devil put aside for me. For me, for me. So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye? So you think you can love me and leave me to die? Oh, baby. Can't do this to me, baby. Just gotta get out. Just gotta get right out of here. Oh, yeah. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. Nothing really matters to me. Any way the wind blows. There we go. I was a bass in choir if you're curious, you're like definitely work well for bass. Yeah, that's because I was a bass in choir. This wasn't like the best because I fucked up on the first part of it. But Kai's here, yay!
Yes, I scared you while you were doing karaoke.
Yep, yep,
And then I was like, oh, I rarely hear you sing.
yep.
Because all you sing was da 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 da.
Ba da ba ba da ba ba. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Mamma Mia Pizzeria. Uh. Bruh. Oh, wait. Where everybody goes to Angelo's, where pizza is pizzazz. Hoy, do you have videos for you to react to shit? No, I do not. If you want, you can post videos on it. I'm sure it's less than 10 minutes. Anything less than 10 minutes. Because there's some people who post like shit for like hours long. Anything less than 10 minutes. I have a lot to share. We'll do it. I've restocked on my goddamn it iPad. But yeah, how's Kai doing? It's alright, because I already have plenty of videos I restocked up, on which you're gonna enjoy! Yep, absolutely. Nathan, are you planning on going to any conventions this year for 2026? What is Nathan planning on doing this year? I need to make income first. Got it, got it. Are you planning to go to Anthro SoCal over in Ontario? Absolutely not. Ontario, California, not Ontario, Canada.
I want to, but I cannot.
Bummer.
It was like that one time you were visiting.
Yeah, you're at AFC. I remember Nathan was at AFC, and Nathan was so close. Yet no cigar. You're so close. You're literally close by my booth. You're in this. So close. Yet no cigar. Oh, it's okay. I keep telling. It's all right. Maybe someday when you raise enough money to go to Anthro SoCal or Anthro Furry SoCal, the AFC, or is it ASC? Who's calling me? Hello? Alright, I'm back. I keep getting spam calls by AI robots, chat, and they won't generate me an image that says tickle me pickle. What the fuck? These scam calls, well, yeah, I keep getting robocalls. And robocalls are using AI-like voice people, and they won't say tickle me pickle. Yep, especially for that reason. Absolutely. Absolute. Yep, true facts. But yeah, so, alright, so Nathan, last time I talked, you said you recently got a job, right? Wait, I have a question, but did you watch I did! Kai and I both watched The Amazing Digital Circus, Episode 8.
You ever read the short story about it?
Yes, no, it's literally the, I Have No Mouth, I Must Scream, the book. It's literally based off of that.
It's a short story.
Yeah, the short story. Which meaning that episode 9, only one character will survive. All the other characters are dead. Because in the book, everyone dies except one individual. Because that's what's happening here. Who do you think will die, Nathan, in episode 9? Have you read the book, I Have No Mouth, I Must Scream? Because if you read the book, then you know exactly what happens in episode 9. Yeah, given that King has so much knowledge of computer science. Yeah, because he was one of the developers, it seems like, who worked for CNA. You should read books. Do you read books, Nathan? Because don't you know knowledge is power? Yes, I do. Just not a lot, sadly. Do you read... What kind of books do you... Do you read, like, textbooks? Or do you read manga? Or graphic novels? Or maybe you read magazines?
It's just a question, do you guys read, like, critical thinking books?
Do you read books that require critical thinking?
I mean, it's pretty much high school books they're forced to read.
Ah, yes. Like 1984, Brave New World, anything that involves, what's his name's face? Shakespeare. Anything involves Shakespeare. Mostly definitely graphic novels, manga. In my college, I saw there were several One Punch mangas. When I was younger, I read all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. Oh, that's cool. I had actually read Fahrenheit 451. Nice. Back around middle school. Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Fahrenheit 451 is just about censorship.
Yeah. So if you definitely like Amazing Digital Circus, Nathan, then you'll definitely love I Have No Mouth, I Must Scream.
I think there should be it's a short story.
Yeah, it is a very short story.
I found the PDF file.
Because
it's only like 13 pages long.
Yeah, it's 13 pages long. See, there it is. I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Maybe,
by Harlan Ellison.
Read it out loud.
See? We can read it out loud, chat. We can read it out loud.
It's only like 13 pages long.
Oh, yep, 13 pages long.
So you guys can listen to Hoy reading out loud the book.
Yeah. We could do that. That'll be something fun.
It'll be like, a 10-minute read aloud.
I love to hear a story. You want to do story time? We can do story time. Yeah, sure, why not? Here, let me go ahead and copy paste the link.
Yeah, it's a really short story. That's what it's based off of.
Yeah, here we go. Let's do it. And we'll leave the we'll just leave the soundtrack on for Utopian Scholastic. So it kind of makes sense for this. Let's go back over here, shall we? Let's go. Boom. Boom. So here's a short story by Harlan Ellison. I have no mouth, and I must scream. And this is what the front of the book looks like, chat. Look at that. Very futuristic. So I have no mouth, and I must scream. Here, let me... Yeah, I think it'd be good. By Harlan Ellison. Limp, the body of Gorster hung from the pink pallet, unsupported, hanging high above us in the computer chamber. And it did not shiver in the chill, oily breeze that blew internally through the main cavern. The body hung head down, attached to the underside of the pallet by the sole of its right foot. It had been drained of blood through the precise incision made from ear to ear under the lantern jaw. There was no blood under the reflective surface of the metal floor. When Gorster joined our group and looked up at himself, it was already too late for us to realize that, once again, AM had duped us. Had its fun. It had been a diversion of the part of the machine. 3 of us had vomited, turning away from another in the reflex of ancient ad nausea that had produced it. Gorster went white. It was almost as though he had seen a voodoo icon and was afraid of the future. "Oh, God," he mumbled, and walked away. The 3 of us followed him after a time and found him sitting with his back to one of the smaller, chittering banks, his head in his hands. Ellen knelt down beside him and stroked his hair. He didn't move, but his voice came out of his covered face quite clearly. "Why doesn't it just do us in and get it over with? Christ, I didn't know how much longer I can go on like this." It was our 109th year in the computer. He was speaking for all of us. Nimdok, which was the name the machine had forced us to use, because AM amused itself with strange sounds, was hallucinating that they were canned goods in the ice caverns. Gorster and I was very dubious. "Yeah, whoa indeed." "It's another shuck," I told them. "Like the goddamn frozen elephant AM sold us." Benny almost went out of his mind over that one. "We'll hike all the way, and it'll be petrified or some damn thing." I say, forget it. Stay there, and it'll have to come up with something pretty soon, or we'll die. Benny shrugged. 3 days it had been since we last eaten worms. Thick, ropey. Yeah, thick and ropey. Nimdok was no more certain. He knew there was a chance, but he was getting thin. It couldn't be any worse than here. Colder, but that didn't matter. That didn't matter much. Hot, cold, hail, lava, boils, or locusts, it never mattered. The machine masturbated, and we have to take it or die. Ellen decided us. I've got to have something. I gotta have something, Ted. Maybe there'll be some Bartlett pears or peaches. Please, Ted, let's try it. I gave in easily. What the hell mattered? What the hell? Mattered not at all. Ellen was grateful, though she took me twice out of turn, even had to cease to matter. She never came, so why bother? But the machine giggled every time we did it. Loud, up there, back there, all around us. He snickered. It snickered most of the time. I thought of AM as it, without a soul. But the rest of the time, I thought of it as him. In the masculine and paternal and patriarchal, the paternal and patriarchal for his jealous people. Him. It. God is daddy. The deranged. We left on the Thursday. The machine always kept us up to date on the date. It kept us up to date on the date. The passage of time was important. Not to us, sure as hell. But to him, it. AM. Thursday. Thanks. Nimdoc and Gorster carried Ellen for a while, their hands locked to their own and each other's wrist. A seat. Benny and I walked before and after just to make sure that if anything happened, it would catch one of us, and at least Ellen would be safe. Fat chance. Safe. Didn't matter. It was only 100 miles or so to the ice. So to the ice caverns, and the second day, we were only lying out under our blistering sun thing and had to materialize. He had set down manna. It tasted like boiled boar urine. We ate it. On the third day, we passed through a valley of obsolescence, filled with rusting carcasses of ancient computer banks. AM had been as ruthless with its own life as with ours. It was marks of his personality. It strove for perfection. Whether it was a matter of killing off unproductive elements in its own world, filling bulk, or perfecting methods of torturing us. AM was thorough, as though who had invented him, now long since gone to dust, could never had hoped. Like AM's literally Kane is a case. AM's literally Kane. As thorough had invented him. Yep. So, there was could have hoped. There was light filtering down from above, and we realized we must be very near the surface, but we didn't try to crawl up to see. There was virtually nothing out there, and had been nothing that could have been considered anything for over 100 years. Only the blasted skin of what had once been the home of billions. Now, there was only 5 of us, down here inside, alone with AM. I heard Ellen saying frantically, "No, Benny! Don't! Come on! Benny, don't! Please!" And I realized I'd been hearing Benny murmuring under his breath for several minutes. He was saying, "I'm gonna get out! I'm gonna get out!" Over and over. His monkey-like face was crumpled up in expressions of beatific delight and sadness. All at the same time. The radiation scars AM had given him during the festival were drawn down into a mass of pink-white puckerings, and his features seemed to work independently of one another. Perhaps Benny was the luckiest of the 5 of us. He had gone stark. Staring mad many years before, but even though we could call AM any damn thing we like, could think the foulest thoughts of fused memory banks and corroded base plates of burnt-out circuits and shattered control bubbles. The machine would not tolerate our trying to escape. Benny leaped away from me as I made grab for him. He scrambled up the face of the smaller memory cube, tilted on its side and filled with rotted components. He squatted there for a moment, looking like the chimpanzee AM had intended him to resemble. Then he leaped up high, caught the trailing beam of the pitted and corroded metal, and went up it, hand over hand like an animal, till he was on the girded ledge, 20 feet above us. "Oh, Ted, Nimdoc, please help him get him down before," she cut off. She cut off. Tears began to stand in her eyes. She moved her hands aimlessly. It was too late. None of us wanted to be near him when whatever was going to happen happened. And besides, we all saw through her concern. When AM had altered Benny during the machine's utterly irrational, hysterical phase, it was not merely Benny's face the computer had made like a giant ape's. He was big in the privates. She loved that. She'd serviced us. As a matter of course. Oh yeah, no, so the AI is doing some sexual shit. Machine is giant. He was big in the privates. She loved that. She serviced us. As a matter of course, but she loved it from him. Oh, Ellen. Pedestal Ellen. Pristine, pure Ellen. Oh, Ellen. The clean. Scum. Filth. Gorster slapped her. She slumped down staring up at the poor loony Benny, and she cried. I shouldn't have inquired that clarification. Right? Right? Of course that she loved it from him. Oh, Ellen. Pedestal Ellen. Pristine, pure Ellen. Oh, Ellen. The clean. Scum. Filth. Gorster slapped her. She slumped down staring up at the poor loony Benny, and she cried. It was her big defense, crying. We had gotten used to it 75 years earlier. Gorster kicked her on in the side. Then the sound began. It was the light that sounds. Half sound, half light, something that began to glow from Benny's eyes and pulse with growing loudness. Dim sonorities that grew more gigantic and brighter as the light sounds increased in tempo. It must have been painful, and the pain that must have been increased with the boldness of the light. Rising volume of the sound. For Benny to begin to mew like a wounded animal. At first, softly, when the light was dim.
Wait, ads.
Oh, we got an ad.
So I can have an ad break now. Boy.
Yep. Ah, no!
I forget how good the stories were.
The AI loves sex a little bit too much. Got a minute in advertisements. I'll let you know when I'm back. Don't worry. All right, you back? Is chat back? 15 seconds left.
Don't have ads.
Really? It said it's done. All right, we're here. So let's go back. All right. So it must have been painful, and the pain must have been increasing with boldness of light. The rising volume of the sound. For Benny began to mew like a wounded animal. At first, softly, when the light was dim and the sound was muted when muted. Then louder as his shoulders hunched together. His back humped as though he was trying to get away from it. His hands folded across his chest like a chipmunk. His head tilted to the side, and that sad little monkey face pinched in anguish, then began to howl as the sound coming from his eyes grew louder. Louder and louder. I slapped the side of his head with my hands, but I couldn't shut it out. It cut through easily. The pain shivered through my flesh like the tinfoil on a tooth. The Benny was suddenly pulled erect. On the girder, he stood up, jerked to his feet like a puppet. The light was now pulsing out of his eyes in two great round beams. The sound crawled up, sound crawled up in some incomprehensible scale, and then he fell forward, straight down, and hit the plate steel floor with a crash. He lay there jerking spastically as the light flowed around and around him, and the sound spiraled up out of the normal range. Then the light beat its way back inside his head. The sound spiraled down, and he was left lying there, crying piteously. His eyes were two soft, moist pools of pus-like jelly. AM had blinded him. Gorster and Nimdok and myself, we turned away. But not before we caught the look of relief of Ellen's warm, concerned face. Jesus Christ! Wow. Sea green light suffused the cavern where we made camp. AM provided punk, and we burned it. Sitting huddled around the wand and pathetic fire, telling stories to keep Benny from crying in his permanent night. This is the most erotically charged short story I've heard, right? Like, holy shit. Amazing digital circus, everybody. Oh my god. The sea green light suffused the cavern where we made camp. AM provided punk and we burned it. Sitting huddled around the wand in pathetic fire, telling stories to keep Benny from crying in his permanent night. What does AM mean? Gorster answered him. We had done this sequence 1,000 times before, but it was Benny's favorite story. At first, it meant Allied Master Computer. Then it meant Adaptive Manipulator. And later on, it developed sentience and linked itself up, and they called it an Aggressive Menace. But then, it was too late, and it finally called itself AM, Emerging Intelligence. And what it meant was I am. Cogito ergo. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Benny drooled a little and snickered. There was the Chinese AM, and the Russian AM, and the Yankee AM. And he stopped. Benny was beating on the floor plats with a large, hard fist. He was not happy. Gorster had not started with the beginning. Gorster began again. The Cold War started and became World War III and just kept going. It became a big war, a very complex war. So they needed the computer to handle it. They think the first shafts and began building AM. There was the Chinese AM and the Russian AM and the Yankee AM, and everything was fine until they honeycombed the entire planet, adding on this element and that element. But one day, AM woke up and knew he was, or know who he was, and he linked himself, and he began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for 5 of us, and AM brought us down here. Benny was smiling sadly. He was drooling again. Ellen wiped the spittle from the corner of his mouth with hem of her skirt. Gorster always tried to tell a little more succinctly each time. But beyond the bare facts, there is nothing to say. None of us knew why AM had saved 5 people, or why our specific 5, or why he spent all this time tormenting us, or even why he made us virtually immortal. In this darkness, one of the computer banks began humming. The tone was picked up half a mile. Minus the light emitted erection, right? Yeah, so apparently there was other other AIs. There's the Chinese one, the Russian one, and the Yankee AI, and it seems like they merged into like one. Is the case. Gain sentience. Yeah, gain sentience. So let's see. All right. So the tone was picked up half. Do you think? Do I think what? I mean, maybe someday AI will gain sentience, but that becomes like a philosophical ordeal. So the tone was picked up that the Amazing Needle Circle inspired partially with this, and that there might have been no escape because there was really no way escape. Yeah, the Amazing Needle Circle was definitely an homage to I Have No Mouth, I Must Scream. But then why the abstract? Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. The tone was picked up a half a mile away down the cavern by another bank. Then one by one, each of the elements began to tune itself, and there was a faint chittering as thought raced through the machine. Sound grew, and the lights ran across the face of the consoles like heat lightning. The sound spiraled up until it sounded like a million metallic insects. Angry menace. What is it? Ellen cried. There was a terror in her voice. She hadn't become accustomed to it. Even now, it's going to be bad this time, Nimdok said. He's going to speak, Gorster said. I know it. Let's get the hell out of here, I said suddenly, getting to my feet. No! Ted, sit down! What if he gets up, pits out there, or something else? We can't see, it's too dark! Gorster said it with the, resignation. Then we heard, I don't know, something moving towards us in the darkness. Huge, shambling, hairy, moist. It came towards us. We couldn't even see it, but there was this ponderous impression of bulk heaving itself towards us. Great weight was coming at us out of the darkness. It was more the sense pressure of air force itself into the limited space, expanding the invisible walls of a spear. Benny began to whimper. Nimdok's lower lip trembled, and he bit it hard, trying to stop it. Ellen slid across the metal floor to Gorster and huddled into him. There was the smell of matted, wet fur in the cavern. There was a smell of charred wood. There was a smell of dusty velvet. There was a smell of rotting orchids, and there was a smell of sour milk. There was a smell of sulfur and of rancid butter, of oil slick, of grease, of chalk dust, of human scalps. AM was keying us. He was tickling us. There was the smell of... I heard myself shriek, and the hinges of my jaws ached. I scuttled across the floor, across the cold metal, with this endless lines of rivets on my hands and knees. The smell of gagging me, filling my head with thunderous pain, sent to me away in horror. I fled like a cockroach across the floor into the darkness. That's something moving inexorably after me. In other words, others were still back there, gathered around the firelight, laughing. Their hysterical choir of insane giggles rising up into the darkness like thick, many-colored wood smoke. I went away quickly and hid. How many hours it may have been, how many days, or even years, they never told me. Ellen chided me for sulking, and Nimdok tried to persuade me it had only been a nervous reflex on their part. The laughing. But I knew it wasn't the relief of a soldier feels when the bullet hits the man next to him. I knew it wasn't a reflex. They hated me. They were surely against me, and AM could even sense this hatred and made it worse for me because of the depth of their hatred. So the AI knows like through emotions that there's hate going on. The AI knows through emotions, apparently. Alright, so we had been kept alive, rejuvenated, made to remain constantly at the age we had been when AM had brought us below. They hated me because I was the youngest, and the one AM had affected least of all. I knew. God, how I knew. The bastards and that dirty bitch Ellen. Benny had been a brilliant theorist, a college professor. Now he was little more than a semi-human, semi-simian. He had been handsome. The machine had ruined that. He had been lucid. The machine had driven him mad. He had been gay and the machine had given him an organ fit for a horse. AM had done a job on Benny. Oh God. Oh God. Benny has a big dick. Peak writing. God, so the AI is like altering people. It's a kiss.
I mean, that's what Digital Circus is.
Yeah, that's what Digital Circus. I don't know what the fuck to say, right? So AIM had done a job on Benny Gorster and had been a warrior. He was a Connie, a conscious objector. He was a peace marcher. He was a planner, a doer, a looker ahead. AM had turned him into a shoulder shrugger and had made him a little deadened in his concern. AM had robbed him. Nimdok went off in the darkness by himself for long times. I didn't know what it was he did out there. AM never let us know. But whatever it was, Nimdok always came back white, drained of blood, shaking. AM had hit him hard in a special way, even if we didn't know quite how. And Ellen, that douchebag, I had left her alone, had made her more of a slut than she'd ever been. All of her talk of her sweetness and light, all her memories of true love, all the lies she wanted us to believe, that she had been a virgin only twice removed before. AIM grabbed her and brought her down here with us. No, AIM had given her pleasure, even if she said it was nice to do. I was the only one still sane and whole. Really, AM not tampered with my mind, not at all. I only had to suffer with what he visited down on us. All the delusions, all the nightmares and torments, but those scum, all four of them, all were lined and arrayed against me. If I hadn't had stand them off all the time, be on my guard against them all the time, I might have found out it easier to combat AM. Or I found it easier to combat AM, at which point it passed, and I began crying. Oh, Jesus, sweet Jesus. If there was ever was a Jesus, and if there was a God, please let us out of here or kill us, because at the moment I think we realized completely, so that I was able to verbalize it. AM was intent on keeping us in his belly forever, twisting and torturing us forever. The machine hated us as no sentient creature had ever hated before, and we were helpless. It was also became hideously clear that there was a sweet Jesus, and if there was a God, the God was AM. The hurricane hit us with force of glacier, thundering into the sea. It was a palpable presence, winds that tore at us, flinging us back the way we had come down and twisting, captured computer-line corridors of the dark way. So basically, in the Amazing Digital Circus, you know those adventures that Kane keeps putting them together in those adventures? This is what AM's doing to these people here, or is putting them through a simulated situation. Is the case, so there's that for you. Kane makes those adventures to keep his brain simulated. Yep. Fleeing us back with her, so he had come down and twisting computer-line corridors of the dark way. Ellen screamed as she was lifted and hurled face forward into the screaming shoal of machines. Their individual voices strident as bats in the flight. She could not even fall. The howling wind kept her aloft, buffeted her, bounced her, tossed her back and down on the way from us, out of sight. Suddenly, she was swirled around a bend in a dark way. Her face had been bloody, her eyes closed. None of us could get to her. We clung tenaciously to whatever outcropping we had reached. Benny wedged in between the two great crackle-finished cabinets. Nimdok with claws formed over a railing circling a catwalk 40 feet above us. Gorster plastered upside down against a wall niche formed by two great machines with glass-faced dials that swung back and forth between red and yellow lines, whose meanings we could even fathom. Slided across the deck plates, the tips of my fingers had been ripped away. I was trembling, shuddering, rocking as the wilds beat me, whipped at me, screamed down out of nowhere at me, and pulled me free from one silver thin opening in the plates of to the next. My mind was rolling, tingling, chittering softness of the brain parts of the expanded and contracted in quivering frenzy. The wind was the scream of great mad birds. It was flapped and as it had flapped in immense wings. And then we were all lifted and hurled away from there down back the way we had come around and bend into the dark way we have never explored. Over terrain that was ruined and filled with broken glass and rotted cables and rusted metal, and far away. Farther than any of us had ever been. Trailing along miles behind Ellen, I could see her every now and then, crashing into metal walls and surging on, with all of us screaming in the freezing thunder's hurricane wind that would never end, and then suddenly it stopped and we fell. We had been in a flight for endless time. I thought it might have been weeks. We fell and hit, and I went through red and gray and black and heard myself moaning. Not dead. AM went into my mind. He walked smoothly here and there and looked with interest at all the pockmarks he had created in 109 years. He looked at the cross-routed and reconnected synapses, all the tissue damage his gift of immortality had included. He smiled softly at the pit. He smiled softly at the pit that dropped into the center of my brain, and the faint moth-soft murmurings of the things far down that gibbered without meaning, without pause. AM said very politely, in a pillar of stainless steel bearing, bright neon lettering. AM said it with a sliding cold horror of razor blades slicing my eyeball. AM said it with bubbling thickness of my lungs filling with phlegm, drowning me from within. AM said it with the shriek of babies being ground beneath blue hot rollers. AM said it with the taste of maggoty pork. AM touched me in every way I had ever been touched and devised new ways at his leisure. There, inside my mind, all to bring me to full realization of why it had done this to the five of us, why it had saved us for himself. We had given AM sentience, inadvertently, of course, but sentience nonetheless. Yeah, AM's definitely a sadist, 100%. I mean, this makes Kane, like, way less evil than what AM does. This makes Kane way less evil than what AM does. Yeah, oh well. Inadvertently, of course, but sentience nonetheless. But it had been trapped. AM wasn't God. He was a machine. We had created him to think, but there was nothing it could do with that creativity. In rage, in frenzy, the machine had killed the human race, almost all of us, and still it was trapped. AM could not wander. AM could not wander. AM could not wander. AM could not belong. He could merely be, and so, with the innate loathing that all machines have always held for the weak, soft creatures who had built them, he had sought revenge, and in his paranoia, he had decided to deprive five of us for a personal, everlasting punishment that would never serve to diminish his hatred, that would merely keep him reminded, amused, proficient at hating man, immortal, trapped, subject to any torment he could devise for us from the limitless miracle at his command. He would never let us go. We were his belly slaves. We were all he could do with the forever time. We would forever with him, with the cavern-filling bulk of the creature machine, with all mind soulless, with all the mind soulless world he had become. He was earth. We were the fruit of that earth. And though he had eaten us, he would never digest us. We could not die. We had tried it. We have attempted suicide. Oh, one or two of us had, but AM stopped us. I suppose we wanted to be stopped. Don't ask why. I never did. More than 1,000,000 times a day. Perhaps once we might be able to sneak a death past him. Immortal, yes, but not indestructible. I saw that when AM withdrew my mind and allowed me to exquisite ugliness of returning to consciousness with the feeling of that burning neon pillar still rammed deep into the soft gray brain matter. He withdrew, murmuring to hell with you, and added brightly, but then you're there, aren't you? The hurricanes had indeed precisely been caused by a great mad bird. As it flapped its immense wings, we had been traveling for close to a month, and AM had allowed passage to open to us sufficiently and let us up there, directly under the North Pole. There had been nightmares in the creature of our torment. The whole cloth had been employed to create such a beast. Where had gotten where did he gotten the concept? From our minds, from our knowledge of everything that had been on this planet he now infested and ruled? From Norse mythology, it had sprung. This eagle, the carrion bird, this rock, this Hirglamir, the wind creature, the Hraken incarnate, gigantic, the words immense, monstrous, grotesque, massive, swollen, overpowering beyond description. There, on a mound rising above us, the bird of winds heaved with its own irregular breathing. Its snake neck arching up into the gloom beneath the North Pole, supporting the head as large as a Tudor mansion. A beak that opened slowly as the jaws of the most monstrous crocodile ever conceived. Sensuously, ridges of tufted flesh puckered about two evil eyes, as cold as a view down into glacier crevasse. Ice blue and somehow moving liquidy. It heaved once more and lifted its great sweat-colored wings in a movement that's certainly a shrug. Then it settled and slept. Talons, fangs, nails, blades. It slept. AM appeared to us as a burning bush and said we could kill the hurricane bird if we wanted to eat. So AM's like watching this, but he's also participating, just like in Amazing Digital Circus, where Kane is also secretly participating than anything else and leaving clues. Wild. We had not eaten a very long time, but even so, Gorster merely shrugged. Benny began to shiver, and he drooled. Ellen held him. "Ted, I'm hungry," she said. I smiled at her. I was trying to be reassuring, but it was as phony as Nimdok's bravado. "Give us weapons," he demanded. The burning bush vanished, and there were two crude sets of bows and arrows, and a water pistol lying on the cold deck plates. I picked up a set. Useless. Nimdok swallowed heavily. We turned and started the long way back. The hurricane bird had blown us about for a length of time, and we could not conceive. Most of the time, we had been unconscious, but we had not eaten. A month on the march to the bird itself, without food. Now, how much longer to find our way to the ice caverns and the promised canned goods? None of us cared to think about it. We would not die. We would be given filth and scum to eat, of one of a kind or another, or nothing at all. AIM would keep our bodies alive somehow, in pain, in agony. The bird slept back there. For how long, it didn't matter. When AM was tired of it being there, it would just vanish. But all that meat, all that tender meat, as we walked, the lunatic laugh of a fat woman rang high and around us in the computer chambers that led endlessly nowhere. It was not Ellen's laugh. She was not fat, and I had not heard her laugh for 109 years. In fact, I'd not heard. We walked. I was hungry. We moved slowly. There was often fainting, and we would not have to wait one day. He decided to cause an earthquake at the same time rooting us to the spot with nails through the sole of our shoes. Ellen and Nimdok were both caught when a fissure shot its lightning bolt opening across the floor plates. They disappeared and were gone. When the earthquake was over... Ah! You spooked me. When the earthquake was over, we continued on our way. Benny, Gorster, and myself, Ellen, and Nimdok were returned to us later that night, which abruptly became a day as the Heavenly Legion bore them to us with the celestial chorus singing, "Go down, Moses." The archangels circled several times and then dropped the hideous mangled bodies. We kept walking, and a while later, Ellen and Nimdok fell in behind us. They were no worse for wear, but now Ellen walked with a limp. Am had left her that. It was a long trip to the ice caverns to find canned food. Ellen kept talking about Bing cherries and Hawaiian fruit cocktail. I tried not to think about it. The hunger was something that had come to life, even as AM had come to life. It was alive in my belly, even as we were in the belly of the earth. AM wanted a similarity known to us, so he heightened the hunger. There's no way to describe the pains that was not having eaten for months brought us. And yet, we were kept alive. Stomachs that were merely cauldrons of acid bubbling, foaming, always shooting spears of sliver-thin pain into our chest. It was the pain of the terminal ulcer, terminal cancer, terminal paralysis. It was unending pain, and we passed through the cavern of rats. And we passed through the path of boiling steam, and we passed through the country of the blind, and we passed through the slough of despond, and we passed through the vale of tears, and we came finally to the ice caverns, horizonless thousands of miles in which the ice had formed in blue and silver flashes, where novas lived in the glass. The down-dropping stalactites, as thick and glorious as diamonds, had been made to run like jelly, and then solidified as graceful eternities of smooth, sharp perfection. We saw the stack of canned goods, and we tried to run to them. Oh, there's an ad? Oh!
Almost done, Hoy.
Yeah, we're almost done.
It's only like, what, a 13-page story?
Yeah, it's like a 13-page story. It's a 13-page story! Yay! Let you know that I have sent you a lot of videos. Yay! Videos! Got 30 seconds left. All right, are you back?
Still ads.
Still ads. All right, you're back. Okay, so where were we? Oh, yes. So we fell in the snow, and we got up and went on. And Benny shoved us away. and went at them and pawed them and gummed them and gnawed at them, and he could not open them. AM had not given us a tool to open the cans. God damn it, AM. Benny grabbed a 3-quart of can of guava shells and began to batter it against the ice. The ice flew and shattered, but the can was merely dented while we heard the laughter of a fat lady high overhead and echoing down and down and down the tundra. Benny went completely mad with rage. He began throwing cans as we all scrabbled about it in the snow and ice, trying to find a way to end the helpless agony of frustration. There was no way. Then Benny's mouth began to drool, and he flung himself to Gorster. And in that instant, I felt terribly calm, surrounded by madness, surrounded by hunger, surrounded by everything but death. I knew death was our only way out. AM had kept us alive, but there was a way to defeat him. Not a total defeat, but at least peace. I would settle for that. I had to do it quickly. Benny was eating Gorster's face. Gorster on his side, thrashing snow. Benny wrapped around him with the powerful monkey legs, crushing Gorster's waist. His hips locked around Gorster's head like a nutcracker, and his mouth ripping at the tender skin of Gorster's cheek. Gorster screamed with such jagged-edged violence that stalactites fell. They plunged down softly, erect in the receiving snowdrifts. Spears, hundreds of them, everywhere, protruding from the snow. Benny's head pulled back sharply as something gave it all at once, and the bleeding, raw, white dripping of flesh hung from his teeth. Ellen's face, black against the white snow, dominoes in chalk dust. Nimdok, with no expression but eyes, all eyes. Gorster, half conscious. Benny, now an animal. I knew AM would let him play. Gorster would not die, but Benny would fill his stomach. I turned half to my right and drew a huge ice spear from the snow, all in an instant. I drove the great ice point ahead of me like a battering ram. Braced against my right thigh, it struck Benny on the right side, just under the rib cage, and drove upward through his stomach and broke inside him. Oof! He pitched forward and lay still. Gorster lay on his back. I pulled another spear and straddled him, still moving, driving the spear straight down through his throat. His eyes closed as the cold penetrated. Ellen must have realized I had decided. Even as fear gripped her, she ran at Nimdok with a short circle as he screamed into his mouth, and the force of her rush did the job. His head jerked sharply as if it had been nailed to the snow crust behind him. All in the instant, there was an eternity beat of soulless anticipation. I could hear AM draw in his breath. His toys had been taken from him. 3 of them were dead, could not be revived. He could keep us alive by his strength and talent, but he was not God. He could not bring them back. Ellen looked at me, her ebony features stark against the snow that surrounded us. There was fear and pleading in her manner, the way she held herself ready. I knew he had only a heartbeat before AM would stop us. It struck her, and she folded toward me, bleeding from the mouth. I could not read meaning into her expression. The pain had been too great. Had contorted her face, but it might have been thank you. It's possible. Please. Some 100 years may have passed. I don't know. AM has been having fun for some time, accelerating the retarding my time sense. Retarding my time sense. I will say the word now. Now, it took me 10 months to say now. I don't know. I think it has been some 100 of years. He was serious. He wouldn't let me bury them. It didn't matter. There was no way to dig up the deck plates. He dried up the snow. He brought the night. He roared and sent locusts. It didn't do a thing. They stayed dead. I'd had him. He was furious. I had thought AM hated me before. I was wrong. I was not even in a shadow of hate. Shadowed the hate he now slaved from every printed circuit. He made certain I would suffer internally and could not do myself in. He let my mind intact. I can dream. I can wonder. I can lament. I remember all four of them. I wish. Well, it doesn't make any sense. I know I saved them. I know I saved them from what was happened to me. But still, I cannot forget killing them. Ellen's face, it isn't easy. Sometimes I want to. It doesn't matter. AIM has altered me for his own peace of mind. I suppose he doesn't want me to run at full speed into a computer bank and smash my skull, or hold my breath till I faint, or cut my throat on a rusted sheet of metal. There are reflective surfaces down there. I'll describe myself as I see myself. I am a great soft jelly thing, smoothly rounded, with no mouth, with pulsing white holes filled by fog where my eyes used to be, rubbery appendages that were once my arms, bulks rounding down into the legless humps of soft, slippery matter. I leave a moist trail when I move. Blotches of disease, evil gray come and on my surface and I go on my surface as though light is being beamed from within. Outwardly dumbly, I shamble about. A thing that could never have been known as human. A thing whose shape is so alien, a travesty that humanity becomes more obscene for the vague resemblance inwardly. Alone, here, living under the land, under the sea, in the belly of AM, who is created because our time was badly spent, and we must have known unconsciously that he could do it better. At least the four of them are safe at last, and we'll be all the matter for that. It makes me happier, and yet AM has won. Simply, he has taken his revenge. I have no mouth, and I must scream. The end. Jesus Christ. This is so cerebral. Yeah, no, it's a very short story, but it's pretty fucking wild. Is the case. And so, like, the AI is literally keeping the main character alive than anything else. Like, wild shit, wild shit. But yeah, that's Amazing Digital Circus. Thank you. I notice how AM brings out the worst. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he definitely brings out. So he definitely brings out the worst out of all these people, because he's been like definitely beating the shit out of them and putting them in these like trials for like 109 years. Is the case, because he's altered these people so much. One of these people has gone mad and enjoyed sex a little bit too much, or even enjoyed having sex with AM, but that's even more wilder. The only guy who was basically sane, or at least morally there, was the main character, but everyone else was all fucked. So we'll find out what happens in Amazing Digital Circus episode 9. In July 14th. Yay! Mark your calendars. Absolutely.
Congratulations, not Pause Nathan. At least you read. I must scream, but I have no mouth.
Or at least heard me reading it to you.
An audiobook version edition, live stream.
And lock the herd in the barn for the time is nay. Yep. It's a bummer that we got they ended Smiling Friends out of the blue. And I think it definitely has something to do with the Paramount Warner Brothers merge. But even then, they own the show. So we'll see, we'll see. And now we're going to get the end of Amazing Digital Circus. And I know this, we're 13 minutes left. 30 minutes left before reaction time. Yeah, we can do reaction time around 9. Why not? We can do it. So, Hoy, what have you been up to lately? I've been working on product. I've been working on a pattern. I'm working for a guy in Denmark. I'm going to have another meeting with him for that. And I can show you the pattern the tiki pattern I've been working on. And so I showed it to him and he really likes it. Which that's good. So I'm pretty happy about that. Sounds like a plan. I have another question. What's your question? Yeah, here's the pattern I'm working on. So this is turning out really cool. How do you think AM have gotten to the point of wiping out the human race and also keeping those 5 human? So, it wasn't just AM. Keep in mind, there was Chinese AM, Russian AM, and then there was, God, what was the third one? We had Chinese, Russian. There was three other AIs that were involved in the and Yankee, yeah, Yankee AM, which is probably the US AM. So we got Yankee AM, Russian AM, and Chinese AM. And so there were 3 different AIs at the time during, like, World War III. And then once that was over, or at least they still continued and thought that World War III was still continuing, they merged into one super entity that gained all this, like, knowledge throughout, like, the war of World War III. In the book, it says that one day AM woke up and know who he was, and he linked himself and began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead except for. Oh, you're probably right. So, what was the point of having 5 humans? I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe because, like, in war, there's torture. I would like to think. Like, in every war, there's always torture with, like, spies and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that's where probably AM got that type of information, is to keep those type of people alive. But not for, like, information that's privy to him or privy to AM. No. I think it was just the information of people who are addicted to war is a case, who are in commander status. Those who don't participate in war but control war is a case, and that's why he probably had them there. At least I like to think that. It's weird though. The people had such bubbly, lively yada. That was until AM took them over. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they had such amazing personalities and everything, and then AM came in and ruined that for them. You're gonna be a monkey with a fat dick, and I'm gonna have sex with you, and you're going to enjoy it. And like, holy shit. I think that's why the main character hated the girl so much, because she was like getting all this pleasure all the time. That's why he called her a slut. How the fuck AM get to the point of being so heavily? Probably from reading people's minds so much, getting all the information from the people he caught. Cause I guess for like a super advanced like AI, what's the point of like doing shit if you don't have like any other people to study on? Cause you're not gonna study other AIs because it's already there. So he probably needs like 5 people to study on and then literally have sex with them. Like, holy shit. Yeah, the protagonist definitely referred to Ellen as a slut because Ellen was literally having sex with AM. And she was able to get, like, the best outcome out of that because she was getting all this pleasure. While everyone else was getting, like, torture and shit. It's literally like Twitter on hentai mode 24/7. Yeah, I know. I don't want to be anywhere near Ellen. She's not real. Oh, that's like Twitter being X. Yep, pretty much. Oh, wait. The short story was so cerebral and rather haunting. Yeah, it is. It is rather haunting because the protagonist described himself as just a husk, pretty much. Even though he's still in human format, It's just that his mentality made him feel like he was so alien that AM pretty much like made him not say words anymore. That's why he said like his words have been retarding. Like he can't say sentences anymore, but say it took him forever to say like a few words. Because AM forced him to be stupid on purpose. It brings like knowing dread that those 5 were kept alive for 109 years after mass human extinction. And in the end, AM wins. Yeah, but now in the Amazing Little Kane, at the end gets erased by Kane. What's the out? Well, Kane got erased by Grant. Do you know Kinger's name is Grant? That's like a little, like, you figure that out when he's, like, typing his name and shit, but his name is Grant. But yeah, but the AI killed Kinger's wife, though. But did it in the form of, like, oh, it wasn't me, it was Extraction, when it's actually Kane killing people. So the Extraction was, like, kind of a ruse and a way for Kane to kill people so it doesn't look like it's him, but it's actually him. No, we know at surface level, yeah. The abstraction of someone losing their mind completely. We've seen Jax nearly abstract. Yeah, absolutely. But abstraction is a ruse for Kane to kill people. It's a ruse because he's the one who controls that. Because the reason I say that, Pomni almost extracted, and then Kane was able to unabstract her whatsoever. So that begs the question that Kane had that power. Yeah. If we go back to like episode 1 where Pomni almost extracted and Kane had that, and then Kane unabstracted her. Which begs the question that Kane always had that power to unabstract anybody, regardless how far they're in. So the abstraction is a ruse, because a ruse to make it look like he wasn't killing people, when in reality he was killing people. Yeah, Kane at start was unstable. Yep. He was unstable at the very beginning. Cheap viewers? How about cheap viewers in the ban zone? Well, you belong. Alien Blackout. But yeah. And in episode... and then when you go back to episode 8, Bubble tells Kane that he was the lesser of the two, which means there was another AI involved. Though, what's the idea of Kane assimilating Abel? Yeah, so Abel is still alive. Abel is there, which is the other AI. So Abel is somewhere around. Just non-existing. But if I had, like, compare between, like, Kane and AM, I think AM is more fucked up than what Kane's doing. Like, Kane's, like, literally like a serial killer if things didn't go his way. So, in Kane's body exists two artificial Yeah. Exactly. So, there's two AIs. Or two I merged into one because he assimilated Abel. So wait, so how's Abel? Well, we don't know that. I mean, they're probably both fucked up, but I think Abel's the more superior AI. Because, like I said in episode 8, Bubble tells Kane that he was the lesser of the two. Which means that Kane was the first AI, but, like, was beta. Or proto AI. And couldn't handle the information that he was getting, because he was getting a lot of information, while Abel was definitely getting information, but was holding that type of information more superiorly. Wait, ads. Yep, don't worry. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to the restroom. All right, we're back. We're back. All right. All right, let's go ahead and start doing some reacts, okay? Hey, look at that. Look at that. Reaction time, baby. Let's go. Let's go. No, we already read that. All right, let's do this. At the research commentary zone. All right. Hey there, chat. It's me today. My dad walked into my bedroom and he handed me a box. What was in it, you may ask? It was a handheld Swiss Army toolkit. I remember getting a handheld Swiss Army knife. Too bad they are poorly made. Too bad those are poorly made. All right. Hey there, chat. It's me, your host, Hoy. We're going to be reacting to Cult of the Lamb, animated short, Hide and Sheep. So this is by Massive Monster and Devolver Digital. I find it pretty nice. I mean, aesthetically, they look nice. Manufactured later from China, so I don't know how you're going to... Unless you get an actual one manufactured in Switzerland. But most Swiss Army knife brands are kind of poorly made. Especially the knife part. The knife part breaks pretty easily. All right. So anyways, yeah, we're going to be It was made so it was in Switzerland. Okay, good. Good. All right. So, all right. We got the Cult of the Lamb animated short, Hide and Sheep with about 318K views 5 days ago. So we're going to be reacting to this, chat. So here we go. Footsteps. Ooh. And a ghost. Wait, the hat can turn into weapons? Goddamn. Alright. What do you think is in there? More ghost! Ooh. He's dead. Automatically dead, chat. See, this is the end of the animation. He died. But it was his hat this whole time. The mountain has an angry face. Ah. God, well, how's he gonna capture these ghosts? Wait, so there's other ghosts in here? Oh no, his collection! I don't know, he's in the cult, he'll figure it out. Gotta climb up the mountain of frowns. Gotta go up. What was he looking upside there? That reminded me of that ceiling fan with the mug collection. Oh no! Oh. Got sexy bugs. With larva. With ghost holding money. Since when did we make bugs arousing? Jeez. If you don't want to react to garbage like this, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Thanks. All right, let's move forward. Let's see. What else do we got? What else do we got? All right, here we go. This is honestly such an investing expansion. Probably, right? All right, here we go. 13 coincidental moments by Little Rankster OG. Oh. Nah. Whoa. Whoa. That's crazy. Whoa.
11:30.
And the ball. Actually, chat, I've done golf before, and I had that happen to me where the ball would come back. Super upsetting. Oh. Oh, whoa.
No.
Wow.
Oh.
Whoa. Got it in the target.
Shares a branch. What?
Whoa. That's a once-in-a-lifetime catch. Holy shit.
Ow.
All right, here we go. Oh my god, it lined up. Okay, I get it. It lined up with the little cow. Oh. Damn. And here it goes. Right in the hole? God damn! Alright, here we go. What are we gonna do? It got caught! No! Number 2. No! Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, he got wet. Number 1 is he got wet. Wow, that's kind of lame. Lame. That should not have been number 1. All right, what am I looking at here? What to do when you have a drunk piano key tutorial. Okay.
Y'all want to hear something terrifying?
Yes, show me something terrifying.
Just restrung this, so.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, what? What the fuck? What the fuck? THX.
Y'all want to hear something?
Rick out. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. So good, so good. That was, yeah, I did definitely got. I got. All right, let's see what's next. All right. Dogo tas musranda, dana puzora, tomahawk. A tomahawk meat. Those are pretty good. Those are tasty. Hello. I don't know why, but this feels very AI. This feels very AI. Gotta rub that meat. Gotta rub that meat. Yeah. Ugh. Chop, chop, chop. It sort of felt that too, but it felt with most videos. Yeah. Gotta cut them pickles. Arr! Pickle me nickel. Alright. Alright. Gonna. Ooh, yummy. Got a chippy chop. Wait, is he making guacamole? It was guac! Ooh, that looks delicious. Wait, why did they show the mountain? Ooh. Ah, that's gonna be some good tomahawk food. It's foggy now, duh. Alright, now it's cooking on this side. Wonderful. Oh, he's dipping it. And he's got some tea. Man, the lifestyle of a mountain guy. That's delicious. That's delicious. See, it started off looking very AI, because it felt very AI to me. So I was like, oh, but I guess maybe it wasn't AI? I don't know. All right, let's continue. All right, day 13 of saving you from yappers. Okay.
How to draw a 3D star beginner to
3D star. All right, let's see what this guy, this reactor, while we react to this guy reacting to 3D stars.
legend of
All right. All right, we got a normal star. Yeah. All right. Neat. Pro. What does the pro say? Ooh. All right. Legend. Oh, shit.
how to
Oh,
draw
shit. Oh, shit. That's
a
wild.
3D star beginner to legend of
I saved you from it, yeah. Turns out, I am the yapper! Fuck!
Dropping 2,000
Oh, wait.
degree clear glass, trapping 96 bubbles, and
No.
cutting the exact
We're moving forward. This is not the one.
all in one shot.
Alright, full day in the life as a college student. Okay. Remember when you were a college student in college? Whoa!
For the next 60 seconds, you're going to live as a college student. Let's go.
All
You
right.
wake up tired around 8 a.m., but you still
Ooh.
manage to roll out of bed. You grab an outfit, and then you get dressed. After
Yeah.
that, you're going to head to the bathroom to brush your teeth and put on some
Okay.
deodorant. After that, you head back to your room to pack up your bag. You grab your
All right.
laptop and your iPad, and you realize
Uh-huh.
you ran out of time for breakfast, so you just head straight to the buses. You take
Straight to the
the bus
buses!
to class. It's usually going to be about a 10-minute ride. Then you make it
Okay.
to your morning class. First up, we got advertising. You're
Uh-huh.
only here for about an hour, so the class is never usually that bad, but you have to leave a little bit early because your next class is across campus. You make
Yeah.
it to that class just in time. This one's journalism. It's never that bad.
I've done journalism 101 before. Pretty easy. Easy class. Easy class, chat! Easy class!
But it is a little bit longer. After that class, you finally get a little break. You
Yeah.
get back to the dorm, say what's
Yeah.
up to the roommate. You finally have
roommate.
your first meal of the day. After that, your
Hamburgers and me. Okay.
break is over because you have to head to your next class, which is gym
Alright.
class. This class is pretty easy. We just did a little workout circuit today.
Workout
After this one,
time.
you're finally done with classes for the day, so you head back to the dorm. Then you spend your afternoon doing some homework. Afternoon turns to evening. You play some Xbox, then you realize
Play some
the dining hall
Xbox.
options kind of suck, so you order DoorDash instead. You enjoy your food while watching some YouTube. Then after
Uh-huh.
that, you head to the bathroom.
This guy's just ordering hamburgers. He had hamburgers for lunch, now he's just having hamburgers again for dinner? Holy fuck.
To have a shower. After washing up, you head back to your room, and then you crawl into bed. And then after that, the cycle repeats tomorrow.
He sleeps on like... Oh, man. I hate the idea of, like, sleeping on a bunk bed. I used to as a kid. I hated it. Alright, bedtime at 11:38.
For the next 60
Alright, well, that's the life of a college student, I suppose. So, there you go, chat. That's pretty much the whole entire life. This represents all college students universally. I'm using a shared shower. My only ick. Yeah, I've done shared showers before. Which, in retrospect, you've been doing shared showers your whole entire life, Nathan. And that's from the very beginning as a baby. So, congratulations. This is nothing new. Alright, let's move forward. What's this one? Damn it! Oh, there's an ad? Oh, ad starts in 10 minutes. Yep. Alright, here we go. I sucked at drawing, so I just had
Well,
to
he
find a
went this
technique
way,
that worked for
And then
me.
he went that way,
Okay.
and then he went this way,
Alright.
and then I go this way.
Oh, wow.
Well, he went this way, and
Oh,
then he went
I
that
see.
way, and then he went this way,
Oh, and these are supposed to be
and
fire
then
flames.
I go this way.
The guy's falling in flames. I see. I see. Crazy, crazy. That's a creative way to create fire. Got it. That's pretty cool. Alright. This towel deserves a raise. Alright. That's actually a special way to do it. Yep.
Yeah, don't open that door.
Alright. Oh my god!
Oh my god, I don't even know
Yeah, look at this. Look at it. Dude, the towel is holding up everything at that door. That towel is holding up everything. Wow. Yep. Oh, just don't remove that towel. Yeah, right? Yeah, don't remove it. Towel does not need to be removed. All right, here we go. All right. When I roll calling in class, when roll calling in class. All right, here we go. He brought his cat with him.
别说话。
李浩然。怎么小猫出镜率这么高呀？王子轩。
Oh my god, he brought his cat to class. That's great. That's great. Most teachers would tell you to get the fuck out. Or they're going to take their cat with you. Alright, here we go. We'll see what else. What do we got? Nothing goes harder than the Euro Pharmacy sign. Okay. Alright, what's going on? Yes. Yes. I'm crying why his meows are so definite. Yeah, defined, you mean? His meows are very defined, that's for sure. Europe weed pharmacies are bouncing. Alright, here we go. That was uncalled for. The Amazing Digital Circus fan dub. Alright, here we go.
Whoa, a shooting star. See that?
No, where? In the sky. Where else?
You, Jax. I just didn't see it. The sky's...
Apparently, what I've been hearing is that the guy, that clown over there, is supposed to be voiced by Jack Black. Or at least that's what the rumor is. But I don't know.
I'm wearing stupid pajamas.
Yeah, Kaufmo, right? Yeah. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not.
Whoa.
Actually, speaking of which, we can actually find that out. We can find out. Let's go to IMDb here quick. IMDb, let's see. The amazing... Actually, let's do it in Jack Black. Because we're going to find out here soon. Okay, Anaconda. What's the upcoming? Minecraft 2. There's a Minecraft 2 happening? Jumanji 3 and Super Mario Galaxy movie. Okay, so he's going to be in that as well. But I'm not seeing anything on Amazing Digital Circus. So I guess that's not true. Not true. I guess it's not true. Alright, well, whatever. In Minecraft 2, there's going to be Steve going against the Ender Dragon. I see. And he's gonna say, lava, chicken, Enderman eat my chicken herd. So is that what he's gonna do? All right, let's
Shooting star. See that?
No, where? In the sky. Where else?
You, Jax. I just didn't see it. The sky's big.
I'm wearing stupid pajamas.
Whoa.
Wearing stupid pajamas. Bro, his ancestry line is baffling. Jack Black's is? It probably is baffling, 100%. It's cray-cray. It's cray-cray. Alright, well, if he's not going to be voicing Kaufmo, then whatever. I don't even know if that's confirmed. Alright, here we go. Nah, because why did he had a conscience for a second?
Makes me wonder why you guys even switched up your tone. If I didn't know any better, it seems like you're trying to... Where's Kinger?
We just wanted to see your new ideas firsthand. We've gotten over our hang-ups and now we're all...
Makes me
Where's Kinger? Because he figured it out. All right, what's going on here? All right, the Ultimate Era Collection Pokemon cards. Let's find out.
The Ultimate Erica Collection.
Yeah, show me your Ultimate Erica collection. Show me right now. Yep, that moment in the episode shook at me. It probably did.
Oh my god, look at this.
So much Erica. Oh my god.
Top of what looks like a sealed first edition Gym Heroes at the top. That's
Oh.
a 25K box, and of course the Erica deck.
Are you willing to pay all this money for Pokemon cards?
The Bandai model kits that I didn't even know existed. And of course, some solid Beckett slabs. These Japanese decks right here are actually very underrated as well. These are the original Tamamushi City Japanese theme deck. This is where the highly sought after no rarity Japanese cards come from. Designated by the fact that they do not have a rarity symbol down here. Of course, OP had to get those recent Ascended blisters. In fact, I don't think there's a single Erica themed card or product that I don't see here. Now, if he can just find his perfect real life Erica to go along with the collection. The ultimate.
He's like, I need a girlfriend, please. I think the OP, not one reacting, is married to an Erica lookalike. You think so? I highly doubt it. Or maybe married to an Erica lookalike. I don't even see how it's possible, but, you know, there's people who are obsessed with Erica, just like how people are obsessed with Sabrina in Pokemon. Remember Sabrina? But I don't see anyone else talking about Goth Girl Sabrina. Where's that at? Where you at? Where you at, Sabrina lovers? Sabrina waifus, where you at? Am I a joke to the Pokemon Company?
Pokemon Company has gone too damn far.
Yeah. How far did it go?
You Treasure has just announced a new collaboration with the Pokemon Company.
Oh, yeah?
Offering a wide selection of highly customizable wedding bands. You choose the ring, you choose the stone, you choose the Pokemon, and they have a lot of Pokemon you can choose from. But that's all fine. I don't mind people being nerdy and expressive about their marriage.
Okay.
But you want to know what these rings come shipped in?
Well, what did they come shipped in, OP? Tell me, Danny Mata. Tell me what these rings are shipped in.
Oh. Not proven my commitment to your brand yet? Now I gotta get fucking married, bitch! I'm about to propose to my damn self. Don't you tell me when I'm ready for marriage. Up until now, I thought the price tag of the Tiffany Pokeball was gonna be the most difficult hurdle the Pokemon Company was gonna throw at. Now, $15,000 seems like a pretty reasonable ask next to get married. I'll say this, though. If I were to propose, this would be the way to do it. This is a foolproof plan. Throw a plastic ball as hard as you can at your girlfriend's head, get her dazed enough to think marriage with you is a good idea. It's genius. Pokemon
Pikachu. When I was talking about Sabrina one time, someone said carpenter. Why would they say carpenter? That's weird. Why would they say that? What do they mean by carpenter? Did they forget Sabrina existed? All right, card submitted to tag.
FedEx lost my card submitted to
Oh no! FedEx lost them?
tag. Here we go again. Absolute bangers missing in transit. He states that these were his childhood cards, and finally, after 20 years and keeping them in mint condition, he was finally going to submit them to tag grading. Unfortunately, after an initial scan and 2 or 3 days passing, cricket. They're not just a couple modern hits. Look at what he had. That's a hollow Blaine's Charizard, and here's a Gengar Reverse Legendary Collection. Essentially a grail for many collectors, and if we even look at this PSA 7, this ended at auction at over $3,000.
Jesus.
He's already filed a claim, and of course heard nothing back yet, and is making the post to see if there's anyone with connections to FedEx. Granted, this could just be a case of extremely bad luck, but we have seen plenty of employees stealing Pokemon packages before.
Yep, this has been a thing.
Here's some advice to prevent this from happening in the future. When they ask you at the counter what the content contents of your package are, just say book. These are generic air tags that you can get on Amazon for 15 bucks. It's definitely worth investing in, allowing you to at least track where your packages went before it was open, and you can have a last known location, which will significantly help you locate it when you're filing a claims form. Definitely worth the extra few bucks when submitting cards like this. To OP, I really hope these turn up for you. FedEx.
Yeah, goddamn, that's crazy if they. Yeah, no, that sounds like a lot of money. You're gonna sue a motherfucker for that. It's like, dude, I submitted these cards and you lost my fucking like rare cards. That's some bullshit. FedEx stealing your shit, chat. Always stealing your shit. All right, let's see what's next over here. All right, what's this? Erica doing cute dance. Okay. Look at this cute boy. Oh, there's an ad. Oh, ads! Goddamn, all right, we'll wait. No, you're good. You're good. We'll wait for ads. We'll wait for ads. We'll wait in 1 minute for ads. Oh, by the way, what? BTW. Are you back? I showed you came from this YouTube series called Ma Makan Appa. Okay. Ad's not done yet. Oh. Are you back? Will they be back? Let's find out. All right, you're back. All right, let's see what this is all about. It's a dancing wolf boy. I feel like this is a dance that you would do, Nathan. This is a dance that you would do. This is Ma Makan Appa. Yeah, this is a dance you would do. Alright, let's move forward. Surfing a tsunami. Let's find out.
This news station was broadcasting a massive tsunami
Oh,
when they caught a person surfing
yeah. This guy is surfing it. He's doing it. Yeah. Where is he? Holy shit.
This news station.
Oh my god, this guy is
was
cool.
broadcasting a massive tsunami when they caught a person surfing the wave.
Aw, yeah. And And he gets out.
This new
He's like, fuck yeah, I'm escaping death pretty easily. Fuck you, death. Oh yeah, bro's gonna have an amazing dad story to give, 100%. Game chat back in the day was unhinged. All right, what's going on? To his future children.
Oh, I'm flash. Oh my fucking god!
All right.
Dude, why is it that when I flash somebody, it's like I just slapped them in the face with a fucking napkin from a little kid's birthday party? And when I get fucking flashed, it's like some big brolic black dude named fucking Raquise pulled a fucking bed sheet over the head of my head and just proceeds to skull fuck me!
Dude, guy is like crashing out. Holy shit.
I spawn die! Spawn die. Spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die, spawn die! Oh.
Have you ever noticed how articulate his language is? Yeah, right? Yeah, very articulate. Very articulate while he's crashing out. 100%. All right, let's see. It never ends. It never ends. STG. Okay.
Why did my mods just ban the word gooning from stream?
Gooning? Whoa.
Mods, can you chime in? What happened? Someone said Goku gooning. Ain't no fucking way we had to ban the word gooning because of Goku.
Because of Goku.
Oh my god, my mods just had to ban the term goonku.
Goonku? God damn.
How many variations of the word gooning have you had to ban tonight? My mods just also banned the term goonjita.
Goonjita.
What the fuck? That Asgore from fucking Undertale! Someone in chat turned him into Asgoon! I need you to pause, and I need you to start watching the stream with both hands on the keyboard, okay? Okay, now you've officially gone too far. Who the fuck wrote the term Barley the Goon? Not Goonberius! They just banned the term Goon Piccolo!
Goon Piccolo? Oh no!
They had to ban the term Goon Pool, which is a variation of Deadpool. Alright, we're moving
Goon
on. I can't.
Pool.
Someone just wrote Goon God. My mom said to ban the term Love
Love. Wow, so many gooners.
Not tools for the goon! Y'all need to chill the fuck out. Why did my mods just...
Wow, yeah. Way too many gooners on the internet, chat. Way too many gooners on the internet. I remember it used to be called coomers. Now they advanced to gooners. It's crazy, it's crazy. Alright, let's see what's next. Alright. Kids speak where it's safe.
When you're bullied, who did you talk to about it?
Okay.
Nobody. That's where your trauma was. If your kids were bullied, who would you want them to talk to?
Hopefully me.
If you found out that your kids were bullied and they suffered and they didn't talk to you, how would you explain that?
Can you ask me the question again? I'm sorry.
I'm asking a question, and I know this is a hard one, and this is typical when people's minds go offline. It's a painful one. If your kids were bullied and they suffered humiliation, shame, pain, fear, and they did not talk to you about it, how would you explain why my kids are not talking to me?
Because it's called character development, chat. Character development.
Oh, I couldn't explain. I'd be very hurt. I'd be sad that they didn't tell me.
Yes, but I'm not asking you how you'd feel. I'm asking you how would you explain why they're not talking to you?
Yeah, how would you explain
Because
that?
on some level, I have not created a channel for them to talk to me, or they're...
They don't feel safe with you. They don't trust you.
Yeah.
What's it like for a kid not to feel safe and trust with the parents?
Well, it must be terrifying. Yeah, it's terrifying. Yeah.
That was your childhood. When you're bullied.
That was your childhood. Absolutely. All right, what am I looking at here? Boom. All right, here we go. Ranking top 3 VR chat's funniest moments, chat. I'm not gonna lie, but mental health is fragile. Yeah, true. Mental health is very fragile. That's why people should go seek a therapist to talk to somebody.
How's your day been, buddy?
How was your day?
Pretty alright. Alright, I don't understand why you're fucking laughing. Somebody asked us again. How was your fucking day?
Oh, the gun is talking.
Dinosaur, do you talk?
Oh, wow.
Not that good talking, dinos. Dinosaur, can you tell me a syllable in your name? This one's not well fed, I'll tell you that much. I gotta go talk to my handlers about this one.
Is that a chair?
Oh my god, the chair moves!
You called?
You called? Wow. Yep. Because of the talking gun. How'd your day, buddy? Alright, what am I looking at here?
Holy grails after mounting medical debts and a rare cancer. Actually, an original childhood pull from a Neo Destiny pack at 11 years old.
Damn.
First edition Shining Charizard.
Whoa, first edition Shining Charizard? That's fucking wild.
Charizard, possibly one of the greatest cards from the first era. First card he's ever graded at 28, and it came back a 9, making it worth nearly 5 figures. Reluctantly, he did eventually sell the card.
God damn it, FedEx! You fuck it up hardcore!
On eBay and decided to ship it and insure it with FedEx. And of course, the card ended up lost in transit.
Always with these cards being lost in transit.
For weeks with him filing claim after claim. Buyer disputed and eBay eventually gave him a refund based off the fact that the package never arrived.
Damn.
Eventually something was delivered, but it was literally an empty box without the card, and FedEx claimed
Wow.
that they did not owe him an insurance payout because there were no content.
Wow, that's some bullshit.
He remained absolutely furious until a few months later, he found his card on eBay listed for 10 grand, matching up the same exact cert numbers on the top right. He says he could see what city the seller was in and filed a local police report, and they said they would look into his Pokemon. He believes somewhere along the line a FedEx worker hijacked his card and he might not ever see it again. Disturbing case of absolutely everything gone wrong, and at this point could care less about the money and just wants the memory back.
Wow. Fucking FedEx being super shitty about it. Fuck me, man. Oh, man. Especially when you put, like, insurance on it and everything. It's like, what the fuck? I don't care if it would be a hurricane or a tornado or a cyclone. I will hand deliver them. I say, yeah, pretty much just hand deliver the goddamn thing. Absolutely. Don't even trust FedEx whatsoever to, like, fucking deal with your cars anymore. They'll steal your shit. I will get more 5-star ratings than FedEx. Yes. Tiny Tutor uses an adult site to teach math. Okay. His content is strictly educational. The losing is to tutoring center if they're falling into debt. Okay. He's called students. This is his plan to promote his online. About $250,000 annually through online course sales. Damn! Damn, that's clever. I wrote a comment above the link. Oh, yeah, you did? I wrote 5 stars. Only math. Only maths. Only maths. Yep. All right. POV, husband wants to see if the videos online of people hiding Pokemon cards were real. Alright, let's find out. Are people hiding Pokemon cards?
Order of business.
What the crap?
Do you want
Wow.
Somebody did that?
Time to see if I can find some scalpers' hidden stash. Might get kicked out. Let's take a look.
What?
Oh.
Damn. Damn. Bitches be hiding shit. Bitches be hiding shit, chat.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Yeah, this is gonna be burned in your memory. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Wait, what? Hold on, that's not the right video. Oh, it's not? Well, while you... Just give me a moment. Okay, I'll give you a moment. I will give you a moment. Okay, ready? I'm about to make the change. Okay, you're gonna make the change? Are you gonna post in recent, or what are you doing? Alright, what did you... 5 card guys? Or what change did you make? Or did you post it, Where did you post it? Oh, you added a video link? Alright, here we go. Is it this one? Because this was something my mom flew out to deal with. Oh, really? Is it after the incident and the unimaginable happened a year ago? Is it this video? Okay, this one. All right. A year ago today, I was watering down my friend's home as the LA fires approached. Okay. Fires of the Palisades. But ran into friends who lived there and watched as the fires. So there's people still houses burnt down, by the way. Damn. Over our location. Safe escapes. But then we started helping as much as we could. Damn. Oh man, that's crazy. Dude, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. God damn, that's fucking nuts. Some wild shit. As we're brave to record them. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But like, holy shit, smoke would have left you. Yeah, very disoriented, yeah. Very true, very true. I seen it. Because I'm a California native.
They don't want you to read these 7 books.
These 7 books, they don't want you to read them because they're bad. They're bad books, you don't read them. No. They don't want you to read them.
That's why you must, Bratan. They will change you, especially the last one.
Okay. Now, yeah, especially the last one. It will change you the most. It is not clickbait.
Number 1. The Gulag Archipelago by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Number 2,
1984 is not banned. Anyone can read 1984.
4 by George Orwell. Number 3, The Sovereign Individual. Number 4, The Creature from Jekyll Island.
What? The creature from Jekyll Island.
By G. Edward Griffin. Number 5, Brave New World.
Brave New World, yeah, that's not banned either.
By Aldous Huxley. Number 6, Fahrenheit 451. By Ray.
That's also not banned. You can actually
Bradbury.
read that.
And finally, of course, number 7, the Tyndale Bible. Tyndale translated the Bible into the language of the people, not for profit, not for power, for truth. Put away your phones and read. Read deep knowledge. Be honorable.
The Grim Circles. Actually, I misread that as Grimsicles. Yeah, some of those books could have been banned in other countries. Sure, maybe. Maybe, absolutely.
They don't want you to read.
But number 7 is the best book that they are banning right now as we speak. At the Tyndale Bible. The Russian is thick in this one. Yep. He could be AI, no? Don't even exist. This professor gives the most honest introductions to quantum mechanics in 1 minute. Okay, let's see. Time for quantum mechanic time!
So this is a very exciting day for me. Because
How
today
exciting is it?
We're going to start quantum mechanics.
Yes!
And that's all we'll do.
Okay.
Till the end of the term.
All right.
Now, I got bad news and good news.
All right, what's the bad news and good news?
The bad news is that it's a subject that's kind of hard to follow intuitively.
All right.
And the good news is that nobody can follow it intuitively.
All right, well, that's great. That's great to know.
Richard Feynman, one of the big figures in physics, used to say no one understands quantum mechanics.
No one understands quantum mechanics like I do, said Richard Feynman.
So, in some sense, the pressure is off for you guys because I don't get it and you don't get it and Feynman doesn't get it. The point is, here's my goal. Right now, I am the only one who doesn't understand quantum mechanics. In about 7 days, all of you will be unable to understand quantum mechanics. Then you can go back and spread your ignorance everywhere else.
The beauty of quantum understanding. I don't understand quantum understanding. I just don't understand quantum mechanics. I pretend I do, but realistically, I do not. There we go. You don't, but you do. You don't understand quantum mechanics, but you do understand quantum mechanics, but you don't understand quantum mechanics because you do understand quantum mechanics. All right. It's the standard question. What does the CIA even do, ATB?
And they start asking you questions. Have you ever committed a violent felony? No.
No.
Have you ever used a weapon in a crime? No. Are you financially responsible? Yes. Have you ever shoplifted anything? No. Have you ever taken anything from the office worth more than $20? No.
Have you ever had sex with a man?
And she threw that one at me like a grenade. So I go, no.
Which was true.
It's just true.
I could feel my heart going like this, like she's trying to trip me up. And she says, let's take a little break. You're sweating profusely. I can tell that you're nervous.
I said, yeah, you kind of threw that question out there like a grenade into the middle of the room.
She said, it's a standard question. I said, I understand. So I just kind of sat there for a couple of minutes and got my heart rate to slow down. And then she said, I'll be honest with you, you are reacting to one of the questions.
Which was bullshit. I was not reacting to it.
And
it makes sense when she asked it, though. Yeah, true. He reacted hardcore to that question. All right, let's move forward. Oh, it's the same guy.
Vault 7.
In Vault 7. What's going on in Vault 7, chat? Let's find out.
It will knock your socks off.
Whoa, it's gonna knock my socks off? No way, Jose.
There was a CIA computer engineer.
Whoa, a CIA computer engineer? Crazy.
Named Joshua Schulte. He
All
was
right.
apparently a disgruntled engineer. He
Whoa, disgruntled? Oh my God, he was pissed.
didn't like his boss. He didn't like his coworkers. They didn't like him. So
Okay.
he just downloaded the crown jewels
He downloaded the crown jewels? What?
of the Directorate of Science and Technology
Oh.
and sent it all to WikiLeaks in 2017.
WikiLeaks?
He revealed that the CIA has developed technologies to, for example, remotely take over your car.
Take over my car? What?
By hacking into the chip. Why would the
Okay.
CIA want to take over your car? To make you drive off a bridge, maybe? They developed technology to reverse your smart TV to make
Okay.
a speaker into a microphone.
Whoa.
With the TV still appearing to be off, so you don't know that it's broadcasting everything that's being said in your house to CIA headquarters. They were able to hack into other countries' most sensitive technological systems and to leave little scraps of code, but the scraps
Okay.
of code are written in Russian. So people say, oh, the fucking Russians hacked into us. Actually, it was us. Google.
Actually, it was us. We just posted to make it look like the Russian hacker, but it was really us. Get ya. Classic CIA trick. All right, we got one more. All right, the dark side of perfectionism nobody warns.
There's a
Okay.
strange paradox of perfectionism.
All right, tell me about this strange paradox of perfectionism. I really want to know. Guy with blue eyeballs.
We usually think of self-doubt as
Okay.
a weakness,
All right.
but psychologists studying surgeons, nurses,
Yeah.
and other high-stakes jobs
Okay.
found something surprising.
What could that be? What could be so surprising? Tell me!
The people most likely to burn out are
All right.
often the ones striving for perfection. So think of it like a car. Perfectionism is like driving with the engine constantly redlining. You're
All right.
pushing at maximum speed all the time. And it works
All right.
for a while until the engine overheats.
What?
So having healthy self-doubt serves as the dashboard warning light.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't stop the car. It just tells you to check things and adjust. That
Check
caution
things and
makes
adjust?
people more likely to double check their work, ask for feedback, and avoid costly mistakes.
Yep.
So the real difference isn't perfection versus imperfection. It's blindly redlining the engine versus listening to the warning lights. And sometimes that warning light, that healthy self-doubt, is exactly what protects people from burnout. I'll leave a link to a study from Athabasca University in Canada that supports this concept in the comments. There's a straight
And you gotta buy my PDF that's gonna cost about $100. He didn't link anything. I know. What the fuck? No link. No link. There's no link. Oh wait, no. There it is. There's the link right there. There it is. It's right there. We found it. Here's the full study of perfection and burnout. On the link over here in the article. It's right there, but not in the desk. What a liar. Yep. Yeah. What a liar, indeed. All right. Let's go ahead and. All right. Looks like it is 10 right now. Boom. So wait, hold on. Boop. There we go. So let's go ahead and put on the tunes over here. All right. So, hey, thanks everybody for stopping by here at Hyde Herman Studio. I'm your host, Hoy, illustrator, animator, graphic designer, and voice actor. If you want to support the stream, you can go to our website at www.hydehermanstudio.com, or you can just simply watch the ads. Just give us a sub. That's what helps out here at Hyde Herman Studio. And by the way, chat, coming up next month, we're going to be over in San Diego at Otaku Smash Matsuri. So you have to be over there. Please go ahead. All right, let's raid Only Jerry at his OnlyFans. Let's go ahead and do that right away. Let's do it. All right. And make sure you tell him Hyde surprise. All right. Is he an official Pokemon artist or a Pokemon fan artist? Wait, did you say OnlyFans? Someone was paying attention. You get an A+, Nathan. All right, let's do this. All right, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Oh, hello. Hyde Hermit Studios. Thank you for your aid. Welcome in. Hyde Supplies. Thank you. Above sunscreen? No, it's above water bottle. Now give us a bit. Please,